All right, everyone, who is ready to do this? So, today we are going to be talking about my fabric haul from Japan. I'm Katie from Atelier Nekozuki, and I am the woman who goes to Japan, purchases her fabric in Japan, and then comes back and makes all her bags in her home studio in Alberta, Canada. I have recorded this before, and I have started this opening multiple times, and I just keep flubbing it, so we're just going to go into it. The first recording of this, when I looked back at the footage, was horrendous. And honestly, it's okay because this, I haven't been able to get any of this fabric into circulation yet anyway. So this will be kind of the impetus to get me into doing that. I do have a little bit of fabric left from my trip last November as well. And what I'm going to do with that fabric is I will do an overview of that fabric in the actual preview for the project bags that will be going into the shop as post Knit City restock, because those fabrics will be going back in for pick your own orders minus whatever I sold at Knit City. So let's just dive right into it so that I don't keep flubbing it. If you see me checking my watch, it's because I'm checking to make sure that the recording is actually showing me and the fabric. Let's just start right here. So the main reason let's give you a quick synopsis. So the main reason I go to Japan for fabric is for cats. Why Japan? So I was an exchange student in Japan in university. I came back, I finished my English degree. I was selling projector lamps, but I was also a knitter. I started my business as a knitting business that doesn't have any profit in it because no one wants to pay a livable or even a wage for someone to make knitting products. So I reverted that back to a hobby because I wasn't enjoying it anymore as a business. And then I started making project bags because I saw an opening and a niche in Alberta for project bags for knitters. There's very few of us at the time that I actually started making project bags. My first sewing machine was a Brother CE8080, so 8080. I still actually have it as a backup machine. I now sew on a Juki Industrial DDL, I think it's an 8100. And it, that just upped the quality of my bags in a way that I personally couldn't with my skills. The sewing machine was actually what was holding me back in that case. Anyway, why Japanese fabrics? So I used Japanese fabrics because I was an exchange student in Japan during university. When I started making project bags, I was one of 2 or 3 project bag makers in Alberta, and then the market here exploded. There was 6 or 7 makers, and I could not for the life of me find cute cat fabrics. So what I did is I went, okay, we need something that makes us unique and makes us stand out in this market. Now, and yes, I know jewelry is a lot more crowded, but here's the thing. There's only so many things you can do with fabric, unfortunately. But I was like, okay, what will make us unique is that we will have fabrics that no one else will have, or that will be very difficult to access. And what actually took me to that is that I want cute cat fabrics. I'm a cat lover. That's where Nekozuki comes from, is cat lover. And then from there, I went, let's look at Japan, because I bet you Japan has cute cat fabrics. And here we are. I started importing through an Etsy seller, which was unsustainable. It was not a way to grow the business at all. And my husband and I went back to Japan in 2016 for his first trip, and I went, okay, we got to look at what the actual cost of purchasing fabrics in Japan is, and whether it's worth me going to Japan to purchase the fabrics. Lo and behold, that's it. So besides the fact that now I have this awesome story to tell everyone about their fabric and how we go and get it and everything like that, there is also the benefit of I'm actually able to see the colors in person. I'm able to feel the textures, because as knitters and crocheters and just people, we are tactile. We like being able to touch and feel the fabrics. And so there's multiple benefits. Biggest one is cost savings. But then there's the other factors of I'm not purchasing through the middleman, in that fact that I can look at this and go, okay, these guys are itty bitties. Look at these cats. They're tiny. And the color is good. The hand of the fabric isn't too thin, because trust me, when I was there in May, there was definitely some fabrics that were too thin. Now that I've actually got experience purchasing the fabrics, it's very likely that I could actually order online. But then you run into the problem again of purchasing through a middleman. So they've got to make their profit, and I'm not begrudging them that. But it's just, I get a trip out of it, and I get to go back and see some old friends. I get to check in with my retailers that are there, because I do actually sell to a yarn store in Osaka, Edonet. And then I also get to create a bunch of awesome content for you guys afterwards. So let's jump into it now. But that is like the medium length version of why. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer. Right now I go to Tokyo and Nippori Fabric Town to purchase, and then I also purchase a lot of my fabric in Kyoto at Nomura Tailor and Nomura Tailor House. And then I also usually hit up it's called a Yuzawaya, which is basically like a Japanese Michaels. And there's a really good one actually under Yodobashi Camera in Kyoto. So that's one of the ones that I go to as well. So let's get into it. So this is a cotton. Sorry, I gotta get out of the Japanese accent. And as I was saying, like they're itty bitties, but they're so adorable. Okay, let me just make sure that you're actually seeing this time. Yes. So last time when I recorded this, what was happening was that it was like on the desk, and you just... Bye, Siri. I put it on the desk, and you just couldn't see any details. So it's a light blue. It's got a bunch of different cats on it. It's like white and gray cats, and calicos, and little orange guys. And they're saying a bunch of stuff. The main reason that I actually bought this one is the caper, with this cat in a bag, and then it's like caper, and then they've got like a bunch of different little like actions that they're doing. Sorry, you can't. Okay, let's see if I can actually fold that up, and there we go. Caper. All right, these are just going in a laundry basket on the floor because they're gonna be going up next, going upstairs next week to get washed. These strawberries. Strawberries were so popular when we were there. This is a cotton linen blend, so it's like kind of a medium weight blend. It's got a little bit more rustic of a texture, so it's not as smooth as quilting cotton, but its hand is really nice. And this is absolutely spectacular. Like just, oh. And I've got it in at least one other colorway. Let me grab it. See, so when I do this, when I pull them out of the bags, I usually like organize them and everything, but I also need to tidy this room up, and so it's just all gotten stuffed on my shelves. But that is the strawberries right there. And so that would be what I would call a natural linen. And then this is like a charcoal, but it's kind of got like a purple undertone to it. So it's kind of lavendery, a purple charcoal. All right, so those are both cotton linen blends, probably an 85-15. I'm just checking. I don't think there's any other colorways in that one. And I'm just also pulling off some personal stash here. Well, this is business stash, but it's like got different purposes. There's a couple in here that are for... Sorry, I should have been better organized apparently. But that's what you're here for. It's always chaos here. Let's just grab this whole shelf off. You've seen a lot of these fabrics already anyway, so it's not a lot to hash over. Okay, so the capybaras on blue are back. These are capybara in onsen. Super cute little detailing in the actual onsen. There's little like rubber duckies, which I've got rubber ducky stitch markers, so you know. This will be restocked for pick your own orders. It's a good size. Actually, yeah, I'll give you, oh, 1 second. Let me grab those other three fabrics. Okay, so one of the things we always talk about, or at least I talk about when I'm purchasing, is that I look at the size of the fabric to see what kind of bags it's going to be good for. Now this will actually be good for big bags. Usually I don't use this smaller print on a big bag, but it will look good on a big bag because what we're going to do is we're going to shift making big bags into having a canvas bottom as well. So it's not going to be overwhelming to have this print on top of the canvas bottom. And this will be good for any bag that I currently produce. Kato, knot, small box bag, large box bag, all of that. I'm going to actually record a video while I'm doing the preview of what the different bag sizes are. so that you can have like a quick overview of everything. Anyway, this will be good for anything. Strawberries will as well. It's not such a large print that you can't use this on anything. So this will be good. This is a nice weight for like the big bag and the Kato bag actually, because it is that little bit heavier, like medium weight. Capybara are good on anything. And then we've got Sassy Cat. This is a new colorway of the Sassy Cat patchwork. It's like browns. I can't remember what I called it. But the shimmer on this one is spectacular. It's just so good. So good. And like, I love the little peekaboo Sassy Cat. The little cat butt tail. Yeah, it's just really good. Now we have had variations of this one last year. This is just a different colorway, like I said. We've got Itty Bitty Strawberries. Now this one I would suggest that it is a triangle pouch, a knot bag, small box bag, a large box bag. No, this one I probably wouldn't do a big bag in just because it's like so itty bitty. Personally. Obviously, if you want to, you can. I've got it in black, and I've also got it in blue. Which it doesn't look like the blue actually changed the color of the strawberries. Sometimes they do, but not in that case, apparently. Our restock on the Sassy Cat in Wisteria on red. That one also came home with me in November. Like I said, I restocked. We've got the little... potato lucky cats. That's what I'm going to call them. They look like little Daruma almost, but not quite. And so this one is really interesting because it's got like what I refer to as the Dobby texture. I don't know if that's going to come across, but basically the warp and weft is slightly slubby. And so what is actually a fairly light fabric feels more durable. This will be good for any kind of bag because the size of the cats is not very large and it's not very small either. Super cute. I actually just saw Nomura Taylor advertising that again the other day, and I'm like, oh, I want more, even though I haven't even touched this one yet. A very simple cat and dog fabric. This one has little speech bubbles that say smile. It is a light blue gray, and the cats and dogs are black, and they're kind of sketchy. And it's straightforward, easy. It actually also says family. This would be good for any size bag. Triangle pouches might be a little bit too small. No, you're good. You could do that easily is a triangle pouch as well. That would be about the span of it. Hi, Dahlia. By the way, if you see black cat fabrics in the shop, they're all called Sassy Cats because Dahlia is the sassiest cat I know. She's 9 pounds if you could get her wet. But she's got a big personality. And she's also one of the quality control inspectors. This one is Traveling Shiba Inu puppies. That's what I'm calling it, at least. I love their little bandanas. Red background. All the pictures are like gray. I can't tell where they're traveling. I can't tell if it's like Europe or Japan or what. But they're cute. This would be good for any of the bags I currently produce. Alright. And then there are Gerwin Shiba Inu on mustard. This is another one of those Dobby fabrics with the slubby warp and weft. I just like all the positions that they are in. It is adorable. And I really like this mustard color on the background as well. It's just like a really good color. That would look really good. So that's good for any size and shape that I make right now. That would look really good with a charcoal bottom canvas for Kato, actually. Alright, cat. I love you too. She's like, the kids are out of the house. It's my opportunity. Must soak up attention. Alright. Again, another Dobby. This one isn't as intense as some of them that I've had in the past, but it's still got that texture on the fabric. It's Sakura on beige with little green Sakura as well. It's just nice, straightforward, simple fabric. Fairly lightweight. But that's again where that Dobby it actually comes in is really nice. I like the different colors of the flowers on this one. This would be good for any of the bags. It would look spectacular. So I'm still going to order the navy and the brown, but this would look really good as a big bag with a brown bottom. And then this is the top for the big bag. This is a shortcut. So I don't know what, it's not really going to go on the website, but I figure I'll show you anyway. It's a very interesting purple background, and then it's got like Japanese traditional florals and some cranes and motifs. That looks like it might actually be a phoenix or a hawk or a crane. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a crane. Yeah. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, it's got a really nice shimmer to the flowers, but there isn't a lot of it, so I don't know what exactly I'll be doing with it. This is Dog Backs. It's a super cute little one. I love the fact that the like pug is looking at you. He's the only dog looking at you. This is on a light gray. It will be good for any of the bags that I currently produce, and some of the ones that are coming up too. This one. Alright, so this is the shorter version of it, but I do have more of this in the navy. A version of this has been staring at me from the bottom of my stairs for like a month or two while I've been doing Knit City prep. So these geisha are very large. They are as large as my hand. That's about 7 inches. So this I will only suggest using as a big bag or luxe tote bag, or you could maybe sneak a large box bag out of it. But my recommendation is go big, because these are quite large. It's a very large motif. There's some Flynn love on it already. Just making sure that you can actually see it here. The background is navy, and then it's got lighter blue traditional parasols. All the geisha, or these might be Maiko. These are Maiko, sorry. All the Maiko are outlined in gold, so they've got that shimmer. And then the background is like, it's some sort of drapey leaf. It's probably a willow, and parasols in lighter. Hi, buddy. Okay. Sorry, my voice is giving out, so I'm going to have some coffee here. Alright, for some reason this one is folded up inside. Just super cute, super simple, a little bit light blue-gray background. It is ladybugs with pink flowers. Good for any size bag that I currently make. And when I say that there's upcoming, I'm actually working on... Excuse me. That was... Apparently I'm still working on the morning frog. Anyway, I am working on a new product right now. It is a canvas pencil pouch, and so that's the new product that's coming up. There's obviously other new stuff coming up, but that's the newest thing right now. This is, I'm gonna call it party animals, but it's like such slow partying. It's awesome. So there's a cat playing the ukulele. There's a cat knitting right from a sheep. There is like the cat knitting right from the sheep, and then like a bird is putting the scarf on. What else is happening? There's a sloth on a like little pennant line. Love it. Actually, we went to the Vancouver Aquarium, and they had 2 sloths there, and one of the sloths was actually active. It was so cool to see. So cool. All right, we got some Alice in Wonderland on black, bright red mushrooms. Alice is in like a, I'm gonna call that Danube blue. It's not like navy. It's not teal. On my watch, it's coming up fairly color accurate, but yeah, the background is black. Super cute. They really like Alice in Wonderland over there, so it's usually really easy to find something that works for Alice in Wonderland. This one is super cute too. It's like little market trucks with a kitty cat that's going in between all of them. There's little dogs as well. Super bright. Light blue, kind of aqua blue background. Just adorable. Oh, sorry. Alice will be good for the Alice and the party animals. The relaxing party animals will both be good for all sizes. This is also good for all sizes. It's not like, it's a good size. Not too big, not too small. We have butterflies, and this is a Dobby again. Nice dark navy background. Sorry, I'm just double checking. Yeah, you can see that. The butterflies are like polka dotty butterflies. This would be good for all sizes. Now I know in the past, at least last time I told you where all these fabrics came from. I don't remember because we already purchased, like I already recorded this with that intention, and like all their fold lines have been messed up. But if you are, okay, I gotta take this call because it's my father-in-law. One moment. All right, we're all good now. Sorry. So I don't know if I've even got the camera back in the right spot, but I don't remember where any of these fabrics came from because we already recorded this. These, however, did come from Noma the Tailor, because I remember seeing them up on the wall. So these are very large koi, and all those waves and the koi are outlined in that shimmery gold. And they are very large, so I would suggest big bags for them or luxe tote bags. There is so that's a gray with blue and red fish. This is a blue background with kind of brown and teal fish. I also only got a very limited amount of it because I can only make a certain amount of, like, certain style bags out of them. This is Frenchy Yoga. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. They're on blue. There's little pink accents of like at home, extend, workout, lower, diet. Oh, well, that's not as good. Lift, there we go. Anyway, they're working out. Super cute. This fabric is insane. So I saw this, it caught my eye at Noma the Tailor. Or somewhere, I can't even remember. And literally the next day I saw a Maiko wearing an obi that was these colors and nearly the same pattern. It's so cool. It's a little bit larger pattern, but you could use this on any shape or size of bag. It's like lime green, and then it's got like basically a dandelion puff of florals, and in the florals of the dandelion puff it's got bright orange and bright pink floral accents along with white. That's the main colorway there. We got some neon flowers. These are super interesting. They're super pop like highlighter pink on a gray background with brown. It's such an interesting color combination. Like, that's not something that I would typically put together myself at all, but I love it. That will be good for any size or shape of bag. Here's one of the lightest fabrics I brought back, actually, but it is worth it. So it's these little kitty cats with like yellow socks and detailing. They're sketchy cats. They're quite large, but you would be able to make a large box bag out of this. And the only thing I wouldn't suggest in this is a triangle pouch. Otherwise, you're good. It's because, like, I want to make sure that you get the impact of the fabric, and so the larger prints on smaller don't work as well typically. Excuse me. This fabric reminds me of William Morris, hands down. There is a bunch of William Morris fabrics while we were there, and this looks like it's definitely William Morris inspired. It's like rabbits and squirrels. Oh, I think I just got a text. Sorry, and birds, and it's all kind of like wallpaper style. I do have this in a few colorways. This one is like aqua, teal, and red being the overbearing or the poppiest color. The squirrels and the rabbits are like that beigey color to make them really stand out. I'm just checking to make sure that the other colorways aren't right here. Actually, there's one right there. So this one would be good for all shapes and sizes. I do have a very limited quantity of it though, just as a heads up. This one is the version that's like a more purpley aqua, and then the beige animals, and the background on this one is like a dark brown. The first one, the background is, it looks like a navy from here. And then the final one is, this one's very much William Morris colors as well. So like orange, beige animals on, it's a dark green background, so it's more of an orange and green colorway. There we go. This is like a very cool, It's dragonflies, and they've got like traditional patterns in their wings, traditional Japanese patterns. The background is navy, and it's got like little kind of scratch lines. So there's little lines of like lighter blue in amongst the navy back there. We've got some more bunny fabrics. So this bunny fabric is little bunnies hopping through these sakura. Oh, and sorry, the dragonflies will work on any size. Same as the William Morris inspired wallpapers. This, I would suggest, goes to nothing below a small box bag. You could also do an eyeglass case in this. That would probably be super cute. Anyway, it's navy. There's little like pond swirls, and then there's a bunch of highlighting of gold. Actually, all the florals and the rabbits are outlined in gold, and then there's little gold sakura as well. That's what those little yellow looking bits probably on the screen actually are. And then in a continuation of animals as wallpaper, there's these grumpy owls. This is a navy background with like orange and like light teal, darkened teal colors. It's not bright teal, that's what I mean by that. This would be good for all bags. Fans, this one is spectacular. I'm pretty sure this is out of Tokyo as well, based on how it's folded still. All these fans are outlined in gold, black background. I'm actually going to set it aside because I know I've got at least one other colorway of this, and it's really interesting to see how the colors in the fans change against each other. So this one is a little bit larger, but you could get a triangle pouch out of that quite nicely. I'll set it aside for now. And then we've got this super bright blue, different like cat breeds. And why I got it was the Jin Forest. So that's Norwegian forest cat, and that is Flynn's breed. So they are all kind of natural colored cats. Orange, Bengal. The Siberian is gray. There's a British Shorthair that's gray. Ragdoll that's white and gray. And the Norwegian forest cat, which is gray and white. Very traditional colors for cats. Nothing too crazy. And that came from Nomura Taylor House. This one also came from Nomura Taylor House. And it's sassy cats on dark teal and just adorable. I'm looking at the back here, and there's this little one with the like whiskers. And then actually on the front here is this little one is like a little loaf bun thing, I guess. Super cute. A little bit heavier weight fabric. Oh, sorry. And the cats, that is good for all sizes and shapes. This one will be good for all sizes and shapes. You won't get as many of the cats with the triangle pouch, but you can have a triangle pouch out of it easily. It is adorable. I really want to make one of those canvas pencil pouches out of that fabric now that I see it again. We got some space planets and like constellations and shooting stars. It's on navy, super bright. It's got a little very subtle glitter. This is good for all shapes and sizes. I do have a limited amount of it. And then we got the bunnies. These bunnies are little sketchy bunnies. I've had something similar before, but the background was different. I really like the colorways in the background. It's like orange and blue and red. It just really pops, and then makes the rabbits really stand out as well. This is good for all shapes and sizes that I currently make. This one is quite large. I wouldn't suggest really anything below a large box bag. You can definitely have a kato out of it because it's such an abstract print that like you're not going to miss out on much, but I wouldn't go below that size. Actually, small box bag would work. It's a Dobby, so it's got that slubby warp and weft. It's super bright. Reminds me of Sailor Moon. That's what this one does. This is out of Tokyo. It's just super gorgeous. It is quite a large print though, so like as you can see there. Lots of circles filled with like very traditional motifs. We've got more owls as angry wallpaper. This is like a very 70s kind of colorway, but like dampened down, satined down. So it's browns and greens and orange. And that'll be good for all different stuff, all different bags. We got more of the neon pop florals. This is highlighter yellow on a very light gray with white floral outlines. And actually, I just realized I should probably check whatever. Oh, okay. Nothing. No big deal. Then this is a traditional, so like these are circles filled with traditional Japanese motifs, and they have a shimmer on them. Shimmer, 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 shimmer. It's a dark purple background, and then everything is kind of in shades of purple and green and yellow. Complement. And then the second version of it is kind of a sage gray. Again, that shimmer from the gold is gorgeous, and then there's darker, like, I don't know, navy, teal kind of colors. I don't know, I'm just the one that bought it. And then kind of, yeah, the circles in the back of this are the same circles as that one that was just here. But this one is filled with florals of purple, blue, and pink. Dark teal background. Just nice and just pretty. This one would make really nice wallets, actually. I think this one will become some necessary clutch wallets. Oh, and sorry, so the neon florals and both of those circles on Japan ones would make good bags in all sizes. This would make good bags in all sizes, and I do think it would make an absolutely spectacular wallet. And maybe eyeglass cases as well. This one's just fun. Surfing people. Very limited. It's actually an offcut from one of their like end of bolts sort of idea. So I think there's under a meter of it. It is a meter. I don't know. It's cute. It's different. Different. That's what we're going for, right? Alright, there is more koi. This is a Dobby. Black background. The koi are very traditional colors. The white, orange, and black. And then there is floral sakura, kind of like hanging over the pond sort of idea. Pond swirls in the back. This is quite a large print again. So this is going to be suggested for big bags and luxe tote bags. Probably could get a large box bag out of it quite nicely, but, you know. So the black background had pink sakura. The blue background, navy background, has blue sakura. And actually, all these fish are kind of going... Yeah, this is a very directional print. I didn't realize that when I bought it. It is very directional. Because, like, that looks right. This does not look right. To me, at least. I don't know. There's something about it. Alright. Tuxedo Cats. This is like a dark gray with brown undertones, it feels like. Yeah, we're gonna go brown. Pops of yellow. It's kind of a like brown grello. And then little tiny tuxedo cats, which are adorable. This is from Tokyo. How can I tell? Because of how it's folded. This is from Nomura Tailor House in Kyoto. Also, I remember buying this at Nomura Tailor House. So this is little sakura. All of them are... Oh, sorry. The tuxedo cats will be good for all sizes and shapes. This will be good for all sizes and shapes. It will look absolutely spectacular as the big bag with like a charcoal bottom. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's going to look amazing. Anyway, the little pink floral with beige floral. So the pink floral is scattered in the beige floral. Mustard background, and then it's got gold around every single one of those sakura. And I hope that's picking up on the camera. I can't tell from my watch if that does or not. Okay, I'm going to finish this pile, and then I'm going to have some coffee, and then we'll go to this pile. So this is purple check butterflies. This is a very, like, traditional print. Maybe not traditional colors. Basically checkerboard background with florals on top with the butterflies. And everything is outlined and detailed in that shimmery gold as well. Super bright. Gorgeous. These are what I'm calling Victorian kind of, I don't know. They look like Alice in Wonderland cats and dogs, but it's not Alice in Wonderland because it says like, I love you, wildflowers, good day, beautiful days. A very dark navy background. There is actually black floral details in there. And then the animals really pop. So there's like a cat, and it looks like maybe a rabbit, I think, and a dog for sure. I think those are rabbits. They don't look like cats. I don't know. The butterflies in that one are good for all shapes and sizes. Again, more neon florals with the white outline. This, actually, I really like this one. It's like a dark gray background. It's not true black. It's like a step down from black, in between charcoal and black. The pink is highlighter pink. Again, good for all shapes and sizes. And then we have what I'm calling newspaper cats. This is quite a large print, so I would suggest big bags or luxe tote bags out of it. Probably mostly big bags, and maybe a Kato, actually. So, Kato, large box bag, and big bag. Yeah, you're good. This is the green colorway. There's also a pink colorway that we'll show later, obviously. I just like the cats on it. Okay, coffee. Okay, and then we've got capybara. Good for all shapes and sizes on black. Doesn't change much about the print. The colorways are all the same as they are on the blue version. You got the little yuzu bath. You got the rubber ducky. And yeah, it's just super cute. This is good for all shapes and sizes. Looks really good as a large box bag and the tote bag, the big bag. Like, what do I even call my tote bags? Obviously, we had to get sloths, and this is sloths with citrus on pink. Super bright leaves, which look friggin' fantastic. This is good for all shapes and sizes. It's a heavier weight fabric. It's a cotton linen blend. Then we've got the gray version as well, and then I'm pretty sure I've got like an off-white version. It's fairly directional print. Oh, there's a baby! I didn't realize there was a baby sloth. Yeah, I think you can see that. Anyway, so that's a heavier weight fabric. Again, good for all shapes and sizes. We've got Sassy Cat on wisteria, or amongst wisteria on this like green gray. This I will suggest only for large box bag and up. Not even the Kato, because the amount of fussy cutting that I'd have to do to get these cats so that you have a cat on your Kato bag is nuts. So large box bag, big bag, luxe tote bag. That's what these are intended for. Alright. Shimmy this one over. We've got... This is an offcut. This looks like it's from Tomato because the tag's different. Just itty bitty kitties doing stuff. The little brown guy with the spots is super grumpy. Let me see if I can find him to show you. That one is like super grumpy. Little blue paw prints. It's a pink background. The cats are pretty normal colored. The gray guys are a little bit blue. Just adorable. Okay, here are the other fan prints. So here is the fan print on white. A lot of the detailing on this is highlighted in gold. And then the other fan print on blue. These are all from Tomato in Tokyo. And so what I wanted to show you was how the print colors... Now, this is why I do tend to end up buying a lot of these prints in different colorways, is because there's different colors picked up in these prints. So I hope you can see that. So the fan colors are what we're looking at, because they are different against each of these fabrics. So like the motifs in this black one tend darker. The light blue is lighter, and then the white actually, like, they actually do change the color. Anyway, so it's just really interesting to see them all together. This will be good for all shapes and sizes. Yeah, you'll get enough on there for a triangle for sure. That will also make some spectacular pencil pouches. Okay, there we go. We got more angry owls, this time on like a dark forest green, and so it's a green colorway. Angry wallpaper owls. Just realized how they like set it up. It's like They are very lined up, but they are also like alternating. Super cool. We got Cheshire Grin on, Cheshire Grin on aqua and red. These are good for all shapes and sizes. This will make an amazing Kato. It'll actually make an amazing everything. Here, I'm going to show you it right straight in your face. Red, aqua. The Cheshires are black, and then there's just some Cheshire Grins. The little Cheshire Grins do show up a little bit better on the red. Because, like, obviously it's a darker fabric. But I really like the aqua background color for the actual showing of the black faces. So, it's a trade-off. There we go. There's more of that Myco fabric. This is on a really super light pink purple. It's not lavender. The detailing is done in lavender, so the parasols are in lavender. And then there's like a light kind of scratching of that. So when I'm saying scratching, it's like, so there's the darker color, and then you go in and you see these lines. It's like someone scratched the paint off and like left a little layer of paint. It's not white. It's still dyed. Anyway, everything, the Myco and the Sakura are gold and highlighted in gold, and then the background is that light pink and the details are in purple. This is only for large bags. Luxe Tote big bag. I don't think this would even work for like it might work for a large box bag, but I'm gonna swing towards or trend towards the larger bags first before I cut anything else. We've got some crochet granny squares. We got them in white and blue. This will be good for all shapes and sizes, although I am going to trend a little bit to the larger side for the size for these, because I know most crocheters are using larger, higher amounts of yarn. Oh yeah, and there's a little bit of gray in that one too. And then we've got the same one in like a brown and pink version. It's super cute. It's such a good fabric. And then hedgehogs. So the hilarious one of this is that I was buying this in Tokyo, and I'd seen them on the shelf when we did our pre-buy, and then I had to like buy a bunch of fabric, take it back, like I filled the backpack, took it back to the hotel, emptied it, and then I came back and they weren't on the shelf. So I had to ask him what the word for the hedgehogs was. I don't remember. It's terrible. But I saw someone else buying it, so I was like, I gotta run up to the front and grab it again, or go get it. So, anyway, this is like hedgehogs on like kind of a military khaki green. These are also both from Tokyo, or all three of these are from Tokyo. This is wild like birds on a kind of brown purple gray. I would put this purple gray. Anyway, and it gives you like the different names for them. So like azure winged magpie, Japanese jay, which is super cool, a black-headed gull, there's a peregrine falcon. It's like just all these different birds. This is a really interesting fabric. It's like got a twill texture to it. You can really see the diagonal weave. But it's still fairly lightweight. That will be good. Okay, sorry. The hedgehogs are good for any size and shape. The birds, I'm going to trend more towards large box bag and up. You could get a Kato out of it quite nicely though as well. And then we've got these budgies and cockatoos. I think that's a cockatoo. They're all French. They are doing like bonjour, bonjour, merci beaucoup. I do not speak French, so I'm sorry if I butcher that. Anyway, they're just super bright, cute birds on a sage green background. And then this is a really good one to compare the two colorways, because on the navy, the birds are super bright. They're the same color. They don't actually change the colors. It's just because they're on the darker background. These guys are fairly large, and they're a little bit more scattered than the wild guys, so I would suggest a Kato and up. So when I say Kato and up, I mean Kato large box bag and like big and luxe tote bag. These might end up on a small box bag, but I don't want anyone to be disappointed. So the offerings will be the larger bags to begin with. These are itty bitty turtles on navy. Very traditional prints. They're super bright. Little patterns on their shells and bellies. Again, and then the like bubbles are a little bit lighter blue, and it looks like someone's kind of gone through and scraped a little bit of paint off in the background. Lightweight. This will be amazing for all shapes and sizes. These guys are little. I really want to make a wallet out of this now that I'm seeing it. So I think that's something that will happen from that fabric. Alright, we got more Tuxedo Cats. So this one's a very interesting color combination. It's kind of like a burnt orange. It's kind of like the alternate to the 70s green. The other side of it. It's like the pink version of the green colorway. And it's super adorable. I love these little like windows. The geometric shapes that everything's actually in. The traditional like print patterns is what I mean. There's little windows with like paw prints in them. I'm calling them windows because it looks like this is a wall and you're looking through these things into like a cat garden. So yeah, so anyway, so through this window is the little paw prints, and then you're like, yeah, or like picture frames, like a gallery wall or something. I don't know. It's super cute. It's super cute. That'll be good for all shapes and sizes. There's more of that blue, which you've seen before. The light blue background. Again, larger bags is what that's trending towards for now. And of course the pile fell over. This is the Sassy Cat amongst purple abstract florals. I don't have a lot of this one. It is not a bad size. I would say that this is small box bag and up. I wouldn't necessarily do a triangle pouch in it. A little bit heavier weight, which is interesting. It's like it's like light, but it's got a rougher hand. There we go. But very purple and pinkies and all of that, and then of course the black cat in amongst that. It's a small box bag and up for that one. This is a restock. It's patchwork windows with the little Tuxedo Cat again. And this is the red version. And like I said, that's just a restock. We've had that fabric before, if you recognize it. Then this is one of those other window ones. This is a lot more... This is what I would count as a masculine colorway. Typically coded masculine. Obviously, I'm not going to judge you for what you buy. But it's like blues and greens and reds and yellow, like a gold. And again, it's just those windows onto this Tuxedo Cat that are adorable. We've got the neon florals. This one is on white with the floral outline being like a beige sand color. And then we've got the first of the narrative fabrics. So this is Polar Bear and Penguin, and these guys have done so much together. This is a cotton linen blend. It's a little bit heavier. Oh, and so that floral and that tuxedo patchwork ones, again, all sizes. We're good. This one I'm going to say you're going to want to go small box bag and up. Just because it's like, then you get the most camping stuff. Anyway, Polar Bear and Penguin have been on so many adventures. I call it a narrative fabric because it's like, whenever I go, there's a new fabric and they're always doing something. So Polar Bear has made penguin pancakes, and they've gone to New York, and then the last iteration of it that I got, they were owning a cafe together. And now there is a small polar bear, which I'm not sure where it came from. I'm like, I don't know how that happened. Are they a married couple that like adopted a polar bear? Are Polar Bear and Penguin just really good friends, and this is Polar Bear's son, daughter, child? There we go. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so this time though, they're camping, and this colorway is on blue, and then there will be a green colorway of it later on as well. Again, it's cotton linen blend. It's a little bit heavier, and I wouldn't suggest anything below a small box bag, just because then you get the impact of the print. All right. There is the Geisha again, or Maiko, sorry. The Maiko on dark teal, and again, the detailing on this is like lighter teal for the little lines in the back, and then the parasols are navy. Luxe tote and big bag size. This one is going to be anything and everything you want it. All these florals and every single petal are outlined in that gold. I just had a realization of why they always look so good when they do the gold there. It's because, and why they have so many prints with the gold, is because that's how they contain the dye on kimono a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay. Or at least that's probably why. So, the florals themselves are like aqua, navy, lavender, pink, on a dark teal background, and then there's the ivory as well, and then ivory with like light pink blush. This will be good for all sizes. This will actually, one of the things I'll make is a wallet of this. It'll look really good. All right, we are about a quarter of the way, so I'm going to pause this and then I'll come back. That was bad. All right, that was better. I'm back. I need to double check the time and make sure my battery was still okay, which it is. I want to wrap this up so that I can have lunch and go for my run while it's warmer out and the kids aren't home, because I never exercise when the kids are home. I just find it really hard. I just realized I was going to go for a really big run on Monday and the kids are off because it's Thanksgiving. Well, maybe they'll get dropped off with Grandma and Grandpa sooner. Or my sister and brother-in-law. Anyway, the realizations that happen, hey? So these are the cats that are outlined with little like color patches. These guys are green. It's kind of like, I would call it a Kelly green. And then little pink blush bits. I don't remember what I said the size should be for the one with the yellow spots, but I wouldn't go much below a small box bag for this. Alright, I'm going to double check my watch because I literally looked up from my watch the last time I started this recording and it like zoomed in right on my face, and that's not going to work. We got lots of strawberries. These are itty bitty strawberries on gray. We got itty bitty strawberries on blue. I would recommend smaller bags for these simply because it's going to look the best. So now, when I say smaller bags for these ones though, I mean like Kato is going to be really good because it's paired up with the canvas. This will probably make some really cute wallets as well. Triangle pouch, not bag, small box bag, large box bag will all look spectacular in that. Strawberries on like a light blue. The diagonal trend on this really reminds me of like jeans. So this looks like strawberries printed on denim, even though it's like really light denim. The size of them are medium, so this would be good for any, like, I would say anything below the large or the big bag and luxe tote. Personally, there is that strawberry print again. This will be good for all sizes. Cotton linen is a little bit heavier weight, and it's the strawberries on like a dusty pink background because the linen hasn't been bleached, it doesn't look like. And so the pink is just a little bit darker because of that. Oops. Yeah, whatever. It's all going to get washed anyway. This is Sassy Cat with traditional Japanese sweets and food. It's all sweets, but it's super cute. I love these little jars because those are very traditional sweets in Kyoto. And it's on a gray background. Adorable. And then, which is really nice because it makes all the sweets colors like really pop. Back into the crochet, we got triangle crochet, yellow, off-white, orange, and bright pink. And then don't worry, I didn't forget the knitters. They actually had cable knits. This is like a sand cable knit. Very chic. Just making sure we're still good. We got the tuxedo cat with those like, so the circles in the back are actually traditional patterns. Tuxedo cats on them, just doing their thing, and then the florals on it are in a gold. This is a blue with the actual little background circles being like, almost looks like a gray printed on top of the blue, but I can't tell you. Sorry. Sweets cats, good for all sizes. Crochet triangles, I'm going to trend a little bit larger, again, because they're crochet triangles. The sweater you can actually do, because it's such a repeating motif across the whole selvage. Any size of this is going to be really good. Tuxedo cats, any size. This one is super fun. I didn't get very much of it though. It's different, like Latoro. Yeah, it's like cafe drinks and summer cafe drinks. So it's super bright and happy. Lime, pink, lemon colors on like a light pink background with various like sayings on it. Like, so I got like Lutolo Cafe, cream soda, and so like Shua. I don't know if I'm actually saying that right or not. I have such a hard time with katakana, and that's what it's written in. So, that'll be good for all shapes. I would suggest under a big bag, but like that'll make a super cute large box bag and super cute small box bag for sure. This is cotton linen blend, so it's a little bit heavier, but it's little cats in these like bright floral gardens. The cats are very like cat. They're not very cartoony looking cats. And the colorways are like that nice teal. There's some peach. There's corally pink, red, fuchsia, like raspberry colors. It just looks really good. And then there's a bunch of lime on the background. Of course, the lime is a little bit kind of darkened because this is an unbleached cotton linen. And so it's just kind of grayed down a little bit. But it looks really good. This would be good for all sizes and shapes of bags. And then we got Sassy Cat. Yeah, they're not perfectly black, but it's close enough. It's kind of like that silhouette cut. And honestly, this looks like Dahlia. And that's the whole point of Sassy Cat, is it's her. Purples and sage and dark green, like an olive on a cotton linen blend. It's a little bit heavier. Because of the size of the print, I would say that this should be large box bag and up. Very likely you can get a good Kato cut out of this as well, but I will be offering it as a large box bag and up. To begin with, I'm not quite sure what to call this. I don't remember what I called it in the fabric catalog, but it's like little scenes, like Victorian scenes. It's pastel colors, again, unbleached cotton linen blend, with like just little detailings. It's almost like someone took like the old time postcards and did the colorization on them. But I really love this cart. And there is the carousel, which I absolutely adore as well. And then like there's animals and birds and swans and bunnies. For this one, I would suggest a small box bag and up, just so you get an impact from your fabric. This is Banana Cat again. These are these narrative cats that keep getting into hijinks. We had Banana Cats from November. These are Banana Cats again. I love this one that's stalking around with the banana as a hat. And then there's the Banana Cat that wants to be a strawberry. So, and this is like on a light gray background. The cats are fairly normal color, but the like fruits are really bright and poppy, which is cool. This will be good for all shapes and sizes. We've got the cable knit again, and this is in gray, and that'll be good for all shapes and sizes. It's a really soft hand to that one. It's almost like brushed cotton, I think, which is interesting. This is cats with traditional Japanese things, so fans, the coins, the ema, which are those little like house looking things. Those are ema. They're prayer boards for the shrines. The little wrapped bento, all of that. Daruma. This will be good for all shapes and sizes. I will trend a little bit smaller with my offerings for it though, because it's not a very large print. Then we have a restock kind of on Sushi Neko. We've got Sushi Neko on red. This is a nice deep red. This is good for all shapes and sizes because of the size of the print. Then we have chocolate bars. This is super cool. And I've also got some smaller fat quarters of this as well. This is large only. I think probably large box bag. Definitely big bag. Definitely Luxe tote bag. And I think maybe the Kato. I'm going to have to like lay the template on it and make sure. But it is a really good print. All different colors. This is the black one. I can't remember if I got yardages of other colorways of it, but we'll find out in a minute. There's the Relaxing Party Animals. Cotton linen blend again. Good for all sizes. This one, I think the first one didn't have any color on it. It was just beige. This one's got a little pop of like a gray yellow, I would say. And then there's another version of it that has a little pop of pink. Pink, pink, pink. It's super cute. Alright, and then we've got Calicos curled up on forest green. Not really curled up, just sitting, chilling. This is good for all sizes. Yeah, good for all sizes. And then we've got just cats on a cotton linen blend. I don't know, it caught my attention. It's just nice and simple, straightforward, a little bit of color on it. This is good for all sizes. Limited quantity though. So we'll see what I list on it. We've got some more crochet. This one's like, it's hexagons, granny hexagons, browns, greens, and yellows with a white. There's that polar bear and penguin camping. Oh, sorry, and that granny squares we're going to trend a little bit larger. This is the green version of the one that I showed earlier. Really makes it pop differently. Like I'm noticing different things on this one, like the Jeep that I didn't really notice before. We've got Alice this time on navy, and her dress is a little bit brighter. I would call this a teal dress. And then it's got pink mushrooms. This will be good for all sizes. Maybe not a triangle pouch, but everything else. If I make a knot bag, I'm making a triangle pouch. So that's where I'm like, maybe. Little tiny budgies and bright birds on a light pink. Very limited quantity. I would trend towards smaller makes with this. So like the eyeglass case, the canvas pouch, and small box bags, stuff like that. It's also a little bit lightweight. It's pretty standard weight. We got the cables on white. Good for all sizes and shapes. We got some owls on a cotton linen blend. Little owlies on little stumps. They look so unimpressed about being there. It's hilarious. Pink background, and I think they're kind of a brown black owl. Super cute. Good for all sizes. Yeah, good for all sizes. Got quite a bit of that one because I know owls are generally super popular. We got the newspaper cats in pink. The orange cat's eyes actually on this one. I didn't notice it before, but they're actually kind of creepy. They like really pop out of his face in that one. Anyway, I like the pinks in this though, and that little bit of like kind of gold. That'll be good for all sizes. And then we've got the windows on the tuxedo cats with the patterns in the windows. And this is not a color combo I would put together myself. It's like burnt orange, pink, purple, and gold. And the purple is a really interesting purple. But super cute. It's all those traditional patterns, good for all sizes. We have more strawberries. So I think the other one that we showed you was that light blue. This is like dark denim version of it. Good for all sizes. I am going to trend towards the smaller on this, but I really want this as a wallet and as a Kato. Alright. Strawberries on gingham. Picnic strawberries. This will be good for all sizes. We have Victorian cats. Or something. Tea time cats. There we go. Let's call them tea time cats. Pink, blue. The background is that nice teal. And like a bunch of details on the teacups and such. Not a lot of this. I would trend towards the smaller bags with this. But when I say smaller bags, like I said, I also include the Kato in that. We've got more of the crochet granny squares in blue. Did I double? I must have double bought. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good print. I like the colorways on this one. All right, we got cat. I don't even know what this is. Cat sweets. Chocolates, cat chocolates. Let's go with cat chocolates. Cat bread. Something in there. It's on navy and it's got brown details with red jam, red topping. That's what I don't know. I don't know what's on top of them. This will be good for all sizes. It's also a nice subtle one. It's like cats, but not like cats. Like some of these fabrics. This is the Sakura again. It's got like a nice skin tone, like white, off-white. I was gonna say skin tone, but that's not everyone's skin tone. It's got like pinks in there. Beige. Beige doesn't capture it. It's not peach. It's like a pink beige. Let's go with pink beige. And then the background is a blue. All of the Sakura are outlined in that gold. Yeah. This is a fraternal twin to that mustard one we saw earlier. We have carousel horses and teddy bears in snow globes on light pink. This reminds, I don't know, this is just so delicate and pretty. It's not like lightweight. It's got a little bit heavier hand to it, and this will be good for all sizes. We've got Sassy Cat just doing stuff. I don't know. This was behind the like desk at Nomura, and I mostly got it because of the cat butt. It's also highlighting kind of the diagonal lines, so it looks like it's on denim. It is not. It is a quilt cotton. This will be good for larger sizes just because these cats are so far apart. Alright, we got a couple different colorways of traditional parasols. So we got traditional parasols on off-white. All of them, all their struts and like the top detail are highlighted in gold as well as their outline. And then we also have it on a navy. And so these two colorways, again, are an excellent highlight of what it looks like on different ones. They don't actually, it doesn't look like they changed the colors between the two prints, but it does make your eye get pulled to different parasols. This will be good for all sizes. It's like, these guys aren't that big. There's those. Then we've got another different colorway of the butterflies. This is a black and gray checkerboard with bright butterflies on top. And then we've got that snow globe fabric again on, it's like a blue-black. It's like, it's not navy. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's like a true navy. Anyway, it's super cute. Makes it pop different again. I love that the snow globes on this one are actually white and lighter because it really pulls your eye to them. Good for all shapes and sizes, same as the checkerboard print. Tuxedo Cat on red with the gold flowers with that traditional background. Good for all sizes. Same. Pink. This time, though, the floral is red. Good for all sizes. What else do we have? Ooh, we got traditional print. These little guys are super cute. They're little sand-colored cats with these like circles and dots and sakura. And then we got Sushi Cat on forest green, which will be good for all sizes. We have Sassy Cat. Well, this is just cat silhouettes with red florals instead of the purple and green florals. This one was funny because I actually asked for the red floral fabric with the cats when I was in, this was Tokyo, because I saw it was behind the cutting counter when I was there. And he was like, the cat one? And I'm like, well, the red flower one. And he's like, I didn't even see the cats until he like unrolled it. So that was really funny. This is heavier weight cotton linen blend. I will trend towards the larger bags for these because it's quite a spread between your cats. We have crepe cats because what's better than cat dessert? I just saw the one actually sleeping in the crepe. That is friggin' adorable. That one is adorable. This one is adorable. This one's on ivory. And actually, this is one of the ones where the print color changes based on the background. So there it is on navy. As you can see, the strawberries here are really pink, and like the cream is a little bit different color, whereas the strawberries on the ivory are very red. Alright, it looks like I've actually scrolled myself in a little bit, so I'm just gonna scroll us out a little bit here. I have hedgehogs again on Dusty Rose. These are good for all sizes. We have calico on light gray. Super cute. Got one more stack to do, and the fat quarters. Alright, some of this is restock though, which is nice. Alright, we got that sketchy cat again on Dusty Rose. It's a cotton linen blend, a little bit heavier. This will be good for all sizes because these guys aren't too big, they're not too small, and they're scattered in such a way that you're going to be able to get all the sizes and shapes out of that easily. We've got that bunny again with the pond swirls in the back, and then they're all outlined in that gold. It's an aqua background. The floral is pink and purple, green leaves, white bunnies, red eyes, which honestly, you would think that the red eyes on the white bunnies would be super creepy because of Bunnicula, but they're just cute. We have the potato lucky cat again. So this is a Dobby print. So it's got that warp, like a slubby warp and weft black. It makes stuff pop really well. I like how this makes the cat stand out. Although it is interesting because the cats still have black spots. And so their ears and like the black spots kind of blend into the background a bit. Still super cute. We have Shiba with retro signs. I did actually get this in November, but I only was able to get like fat quarters of it, which isn't, or like half meters, which isn't super useful. So I actually got meterage this time. It's like vintage boxes, vehicles, signs. There's actually like a telephone booth, which is super cool. It's a Japanese telephone booth. Their phones look different over there. Anyway, super cute. That's on a gray with like the detailing in different colors. I do have that in 3 colorways. Let me see. There's another one right here that I can see right now, so we'll just grab it. Because why not? So this is like on a green sand background. And the detailing is a little bit more muted. Again, this is what I would trend towards, more traditionally coded masculine colors. There's no like pink on it. Whereas the other one actually does have a little bit of a pop of a pink on the gray because of the phone. One of the other phones. So the landline here. And then I'm just trying to see if I can see the other colorway because I've got like, pretty sure I have it actually on pink. There we go. Ugh. And so that's it on pink. Which honestly, I love all 3 of these. It's super cool. I love the vintage feel of it as well. This is going to make a spectacular Kato bag. I will not take any arguments at this time about whether or not it will. I just know it. We've got pen pals here on ivory, and we also have it on light blue. So it's a bunch of different little animals, and they've got their own little letters and stationery, and it's just cute. There's a lion, a fox, a tiger, a panda, a cat, a beaver, it looks like, elephant, penguin, raccoon, monkey, bear, rabbit, frog, sloth. I think I've just named them all off. Super adorable. This will be good for all sizes. Oh, and sorry, the Shiba, the like vintage retro Shiba will also be good for all sizes. I'm just obsessed about making I'm very passionate about making sure that we get a Kato bag out of it because oh my goodness. We've got these newspaper dogs. This is like a unbleached cotton linen, which means that the background is kind of a darker aqua. So I would call it darkened aqua. There's a border collie. I think these are Jack Russells. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like wishbone. There's a Frenchie. There's a little beagle. There's a Cocker Spaniel. It's a really interesting mix of like breeds. Oh, there's a terrier. And it's just a funny background as well. Caution alien mind. This is going to be earmarked for big bags, tote bags, and large box bags, because you're not going to get a lot of the print. Otherwise, it's quite a large spread. Side to side, up, down. And then, so that's like a darkened aqua. And then this is like a green grello. It's really bright. I don't know. I love it, though. It makes the dogs pop in a different way. And then we've got these cute little cats. They remind, I don't know, it makes me think of France. With a little scarf. It's like potato stamped cats almost. It's navy with white. It's a little bit heavier weight fabric. It'll be good for all sizes just because of the repeat of the print. Oh, it's not heavier weight. It's normal weight. We have Sassy Cat amongst swirly purple florals. The flowers aren't purple. The background is purple. The florals are actually white. But the Sassy Cats are like tucked in almost like they're clouds. I am limited on the quantity of this. I would recommend small box bag and up. I'm saying this like I'm not going to go in and like list them with my recommended sizes and nothing below the recommended size. Laundry cats, laundromat cats, laundry cats. I don't know. They're doing laundry. They're cute. It's on aqua. This would be good for all sizes because the print repeats at a good rate. We've got that cat bread situation again. It's cute. I think it's cat sweetbreads something. It is on kind of a red burgundy, and it makes the cat pop differently than the navy that we saw earlier. We've got those floral granny squares again. Oranges, browns, yellows, and beige with a white border. This will be larger bags. We have itty bitty strawberries again. Well, not itty bitty. These are larger strawberries. They're on black. This will be good for all sizes. We have cats touring Europe. So it's like Paris and Pisa and the Arc de Triomphe in Paris as well, the Colosseum. Yeah, various cats on a pink background with like postcard stamps from European cities. That'll be good for, I would say, small box bag and up. Then there's this really nice Dobby print or Dobby fabric, and it's got like, these make me think of like signature stamps. That's not the right thing, but that's what it makes me think of. Or like house insignia for houses like samurai and imperial and geisha houses. That's what it makes me think of. Also, this is extremely clever. I just realized it. It's it's Neko kanji. So this is how you write it in the red here. And then this is how they've like sidewaysed it, which with the paw print in Neko, which is very clever. I love it. This is like a very interesting blue background with navy and red, and not fully, well, it's white cotton, but not like, doesn't look like it's like bleached white. This will be good for all sizes. I just realized how long we actually spent on that, and that didn't need to be that long, but that's okay. Cat silhouettes in amongst blue and sage flowers. This is a cotton linen blend. Again, larger bags only, so large box bag and up. That might work for a Kato bag, but we'll figure it out later when I'm actually sitting down to cut these. Hedgies on, mustard gold. Just cute. It's good for all sizes. There's a little bit of a lip here, and so my elbows keep hitting it. And like at this point, I've recorded long enough that it's starting to hurt. All right. I can't remember what I called this earlier, but it is adorable. It's the Patchwork Sassy Cat. I don't remember what I called the colorway. I do really like this Sakura spray on this with the pink. It's got purples, oranges, pinks, kind of like a burgundy pink, like a dark fuchsia, and then the actual, like, this is gorgeous. The dark purple and the light pink. And that, like, carries, these colors all carry throughout this, so gorgeous. This one just reminded me of this trip because when we were there, the hydrangea were coming out, the Dobby print, there's a little koi. It's like, again, that idea of like the floral draping over the pond. The blue and pink hydrangea. Very nice kind of yellow, like butter yellow background. Just really nice. I'm gonna suggest this be no smaller than a small box bag because these floral sprays of hydrangea are quite large. Hydrangea were actually the flowers that were in my wedding bouquet. I asked for peonies and I got hydrangea. They were still gorgeous though. This is a restock of Sassy Cat Patchwork in the colorway that I had before. I don't know what else to say about it. This is what I'm calling Moonlight because it reminds me again of Sailor Moon. I don't know why. I really like this pink. And I really like the blue here. It also just looks like something that you would see at night with this cat. Anyway, so Sassy Cat Patchwork Moonlight. Or Lit by Moon or something like that. I don't know. We'll maybe get a little bit fancier. This is a fabric that I saw in November, but it didn't quite make the cut. Made the cut this year because I had more room. Anyway, these are very traditional Japanese walls. And like, just the cats. And it's so good. There's like little sneaky cats. I didn't see this one before. So there's the little sneaky cat. Ooh. Peeking out of the block. And like, one climbing out of the block. And the water bottles. I don't know why that's so ubiquitous, but it's really good. So these are like halfway between cartoon and realistic cats. Super cute. It's got a little bit of an aqua background, and then the lines are gray and white, and then it's just got cats kind of scattered everywhere. This little cat with like the yawn lines. It's so good. So good. Granny hexagons. Granny hexagon florals in pink, orange, dark brown, and that white. Again, the Japanese wall cats are good for all shapes and sizes. The florals will go a little bit larger. Any of those Sassy Cat patchworks that I'm showing you will work across all shapes and sizes. I know this isn't exactly embroidery, but I don't know why it reminds me of, but it's like the flower puffs. This will be good for all sizes because the size of the print is actually really good for all sizes. It's gray, brown, and purpley pink. And then we've got green, brown, and gray in the floral puff as well. We've got gray, and gray. It's like charcoal, light gray, and then a medium gray. Also, the selvages on these are to die for because it's little yarn balls. Super cute. We've got blue, and gray. And then the last one of this one is green, teal aqua, and light gray. And then we've got another floral pop here with like the super bright neon, and it's like a dark blue gray in the background, and then the other florals are a blue basically, and there's a little bit of brown. That'll be good for all shapes and sizes. We've got the cats again on light gray. The orange cats on this one really pop. It's insane. I would suggest this not smaller than a small box bag. We've got the same idea as the hedgies that we had earlier, but this is cat faces on the gold. This I would suggest also not being below a small box bag simply because the cat scatter is quite large, and so to make sure that you're getting as much as you can, I don't want you to go smaller than that. If I go smaller than that, we'll be fine. But we may not be fine, but I will experiment with that on my own time. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure. We've got that cranes again on navy. The colorway is very different on this background. All the details are outlined in that shimmery gold. That will be good for small box bag and up. We have Hedgies Cotton Linen Blend. It's a little bit heavier. This one, because of the size of the print, I'm not going to suggest going below a small box bag. Super cute. Now we've got some Frenchies on kind of a pink lavender. And these will be good for all sizes. And then we got Frenchies on a really bright blue. And this will be good for all sizes. I never know if those are Frenchies or Boston Terriers, to be honest. They look kind of in between the two. The cat face is on that kind of khaki green. Again, not below a small box bag. And then the final yardage that isn't earmarked. Sorry, I'm just checking behind me to make sure that that is it. Yeah, the final yardage is the sloths on black with the lemons, cotton linen blend. This will be good for pretty much all the sizes. I wouldn't, probably not going to list much below the small box bag, just because the lemons are actually quite large. And then all of the small cuts. Okay, that's not for you guys. Oh yeah, I do have. So these are special. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm gonna do with them, but they're like a polyester blend, and they're like, yeah, they're 100% polyester. But they were too adorable to pass up. So I grabbed some while I was in there at Noma Taylor. They will be priced a bit differently because their cost is actually vastly different. But they're too pretty to turn down. So I gotta figure out what I want to do with them exactly. I think I know what I'm gonna do with them. I've got some to experiment with that not that specifically, but that style fabric, just so I can experiment a little bit with what I want to do with them before. But we've got more strawberries here. So these cuts are mostly going to end up being for like, these are gonna be one-offs mostly. We got some strawberries. Like this is really good for like a set of a wallet and like a small box bag or wedge bag, stuff like that. This one I bought specifically because it looks like a very good wallet print. We got a red version of the strawberries. We got more pink strawberries. Sweet fruits. Excuse me. I got a bunch of these bows. I did see yardages of this, but I didn't really want to commit to a full amount. So I got blue with yellow and pink with pink. It's super cute. Once I saw them as actual like fat quarters, I didn't want to go home without some at least. So we got a few. Got quite a few actually. And then we've got the chocolate, as I was saying. So we have the black in this, and then we've got this pink, which will open up. So this will be enough to make a couple big bags with the new style of putting the canvas on the bottom. And then we've got like this blue gray as well. Or purple gray. It's almost like a gray lavender gray. Super nice. I love it. I'm excited to work with this one. I'm excited to work with all of them, but like there's particular ones I definitely want to focus on first. This one is like Maneki Neko. It's a Dobby fabric. It's a dark red. Cats are black and white, and then there's little like shadow cats almost. So there's a cat outlined there. We've got little cats in waves. This one's very angry about being there. It's a Dobby fabric, and the waves like the little crests, fans. I don't know what to call it exactly. This or hills. There we go. The little hills are burgundy with like a beige background. I've got 3 of those to experiment with and play around with. This is a fun bug fabric, but I didn't think it would be super popular, so I just picked up the fat quarter of it. It's got a really interesting texture to it. It is more, again, of that twill Oxford, like quilt weight, but like you can really see the diagonal to it. This would be really good as a Kato and a large box bag, probably, or like a Kato and a big bag was likely what will end up happening with it. This has been a perennially popular fabric. I've had it in multiple colorways, different times. I actually picked up some in November. They had more of it. It's Sassy Cat on dark teal, and we've got Sassy Cat on white as well. This is a very large print, so it's going to end up being mostly big bags and large box bags. And then the white. And it's an 80/20 cotton linen. And then these guys had to come home with me. It's super expensive. I think I got it on like massive sale. But it's little like Buckingham like Palace guard cats. Anyway, super cute. It's red. Yeah, but that is everything that I brought back with me from Japan in May. Well, not everything. There's a couple things that I've got tucked away because I've got some super secret projects coming up, and so we're going to be working on those. But that is the last of the fabric that I will be... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more pick your own orders, and then we will be doing stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, obviously throw them down in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer them down there. And I will chat with you again soon with the project bag preview. That's what I'm going to do after lunch and a run. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.